Today's project for you is painting a very easy beginner's watercolour gift card, and we'll be using a variety of different techniques along the way. So get ready to get those pens out and those brushes wet, and let's get started. Now the paper I'm using today is Bockingford. It's a 140 pound cold pressed. And all I've done here is drawn out a simple image of a butterfly. Because remember, I'm going to be making a greetings card or a gift card. Lightly tape it down with some low tack tape. Then using some graphite backed paper, I'll slide this between the drawing and the watercolour surface and then transfer that image through. Now if you haven't got any graphite backed paper, you can just simply get a pencil and scribble on the back of the drawing. Then transfer it through to that watercolour sheet. I'm going to be using a mechanical pencil, and this one's got a 2H lead, so fairly hard lead as well, and also quite narrow. Use a medium pressure and transfer it through to that watercolour paper. You can just use a pen instead if you want to. Anything with a hard, fine tip. Now pens. I use waterproof pens because when we add the watercolour over the top, you don't want that ink to move. So always make sure that you use waterproof pens. Otherwise it would just simply blur. To get the curve of the wing, I'm going to sort of ghost it first of all. So try and get the feel of the curve before the pen touches that watercolour surface. Just very carefully go around the outside edge of the butterfly or whatever image you're transferring through. And you know what? It doesn't have to be precise, of course not. Because we're not after a detailed painting at the end of the day. This is a fun greetings card, that's all we're working on. Something very easy to paint. And also doesn't take too long to do either. A few little basic lines here and there. And then we have ourselves a finished drawing. Just use something like a putty eraser to remove that surplus graphite. Grab yourself a medium-sized brush, a 6 or an 8 or something like that will do fine. Then wet the entire butterfly, allowing that water to soak into the paper. As I mentioned, you don't have to be that precise. Then you can start to add the colours over the top. And you can use whatever colours you want to use. I'm using, as you can see, yellow, red, blue. I'll even use a bit of purple as well. Whatever colours you use are entirely your choice. And the colours can make a big difference as well. If you want to use pastel shades, do it that way around. If you don't want the colours quite as intense, work on that. It depends how colourful you want that painting to be. But you've got to remember, the more that you move the paint on the paper, the more the colours will start to mix. This is why, when I'm working on this, I wanted to make sure that that water which I initially put on the paper has soaked into the surface. By doing that, you find that the paint will not blend quite as much as it would do if it's running down the paper like a waterfall. Yeah, cling film or cling wrap or food wrap, whatever you want to call it. Depends on where you're from very often, doesn't it? Grab some of that, crinkle it up in your hands, then very lightly tap it around over the top of that butterfly or the image you're working on. And then leave it to dry. It's got to be completely dry before you remove it, okay? And then when you remove that cling film, look at the effect that you get. And this is just more of a subtle effect as well. I'm going to cover it back up again with this cling film just for now, because what I want to do is splatter around the outside edge of the card, just for that extra decoration. And you can use a variety of colours as well. In fact, I'm going to use the same colours which I've just used. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. It's all about having fun with those watercolour paints and making a greetings card for a friend or family member. And it's also a very personal gift for them as well. So keep splattering, and then once you're splattered, you want to leave it to dry. Or give it a blast with a hairdryer, which I think I'm going to do anyway. Indenting tools. All I'm using this for is for the fold of the card. I like to place the indenting tool on the line first of all, then offer the ruler to that tool. At least then you can line it up perfectly with that light pencil line you've marked on that paper. Now I decided in this case what I might use are some metallic paints as well. But this is obviously purely optional, it's entirely up to you. If you've got these in your kit, then it's worth putting them on as well, just a little bit more of an extra effect. Because you've got to remember that when you're using metallic paints, hence the name metallic, when this card catches a light, you get a little bit of a glisten to it as well. So when this displays to something like this, you get a lovely effect on the card. Now how do you fancy having a go at another pen and wash technique painting? I'll pop a link to the top right hand corner of the screen for you, okay? I'll see you there.